Welcome to Deep Thought. Everything flows from the mindset. Everything flows. I'm going to tell you what. The mind is everything. I don't care. Look, I don't care what you look like, how much money you got. I don't care. All of that is outer stuff, a vehicle. It's about your mindset. It's about how you think. You know, the real difference between the rich and the poor, it really isn't talent or so-called luck. It's mindset. It's mindset. Let me use that. That's a great example. You have a wealth consciousness and a poverty consciousness. A wealth consciousness and a poverty consciousness. People with a wealth consciousness will find a way to make money. Not saying they'll necessarily be like some billionaire or something, though it's very possible, or a millionaire, it's very possible. But at the very least, they will live comfortably. They will know what to do with their money. That's why you'll get someone who starts off in an impoverished background, ended up to become very successful financially, because one way or the other, they developed a wealth consciousness. But then look at someone with a poverty consciousness. I've actually encountered several individuals who came from very good backgrounds, but if you look at how they live, how they spend money, they have a poverty consciousness. And that's very important because all of that flows from it. You know, I talk about body game. I talk about working out and everything. That comes from the mind. That's not some instinctual thing. You have to have the mindset to want to work out. You have to have that. And since I talk about body game in relation to relationships, it's a very big difference in how you approach a relationship. You know, there was a young lady I dealt with back in the 90s. And this was a powerful lesson. And this is actually one of the few women I've met on the street. This is one of the few women I've met on the street because I'm not big on that street approach and all of that. Never have been. But I met her on the street. Now, I remember the first time we went out, the date was like, it was, and, you know, of course, I take responsibility for my part of it. But she was behaving a certain way. Okay. I remember maybe a couple months later, she gave me a call. And she actually came over to my place. And it was just totally different. I was like, what? And what she said was she just changed how she was thinking. She said that. I was like, wow. I mean, it was like night and day. I was like, what happened? Are you an alien? They actually said that. Were you possessed by an alien? And we laughed. She laughed about it, but she said she understood. Because all she did was just change her mindset. Like if you're going through life, I'm going to tell you what. If you don't like your circumstance, you got to change how you think. Yeah, seriously, it's that simple. It's that simple. You just change how you think. Like, I'm going to tell you what. Okay, I'm known for the relationship stuff. If anybody, one person had the best assessment of my book, Nice Guys and Players. He said, it makes you think. And that's it. I can't change it. There's no magic. You got to change your thinking. You got men out here who having all this trouble with women, and I'm like, just change how you approach them. And when I say approach them, interact with them. And you change that, and I've known some people that all they just changed was their mindset, boom. I've done it. There were times I think, the women this or that. As soon as I changed my mindset, all of a sudden it was totally different. Sometimes I'll adjust it just for fun. Sometimes I'll adjust it. It's a fun thing. This kind of a mental thing. Y'all know I like a butt dunk, right? Y'all know I love a butt dunk, right? Nice shape. I love curvy. There was a point, it was recent times. I was like, man, I ain't seeing no curvy women. But then I changed my mindset. I said, no, there's an abundance of them. All of a sudden. It's like I brought it into them all the time. All I did was just change my mind. You know, if you want to succeed in life, I don't care what it is. If you change your approach, your mindset, boom. Like say you get someone who's constantly can't keep a job. They're constantly getting fired, laid off. And they might blame everybody. But what if they said to themselves, hold up, I got to change how I'm doing it. I got to change how I'm thinking and everything. All of a sudden, they manage to get another job, and they not only stay on that job, they get raises. They promoted to a manager. That's all it is. That's all it is. When you're going through life, the key is to think. Get your mind right, your ass will follow. And remember, I talked about constant psychic warfare previously, and then also, indifference will make people mad at you. That's because they trying to mess with your head. They trying to change it. They trying to influence you. Like I told a story when I was selling books at the Harlem Book Fair, and a gentleman, me and him got into it. We about to fight, and I'll never forget what he said. He said, "Yeah, you won't be able to sell any books the rest of the day." And that was a powerful lesson. And I was pissed after we almost came to blows. Oh, I was upset for 10 minutes, but then had a great day. I was able to make several business connections because I got over it. I changed. I left it to the side. I steamed for 10 minutes and then left it to the side, but I learned a valuable lesson. He was coming in there trying to mess with my mind, mess with your head. That's why some people do it. But if you're strong within your mind and you have a positive mindset, you can do anything. Anything you can conceive, you can achieve. Shout out Dennis Kimbrough, author of Think and Grow Rich, A Black Choice. He spoke on that. But you really can. You really can. Everything flows. People know I've moved recently. Now, I could have had a mindset of like, oh, yeah, it's getting expensive out here. Why would I pay triple what I'm paying right now? Because my mindset is, okay, this is a more expensive place. I'm going to make more money. I mean, it's just that simple. It was no fear. And as soon as I had that thought, the second I had that thought, the millisecond I had that thought, all of a sudden my mind started opening up to ways to make more money. Oh, at some point I'm going to be camming up on here. I'm recording this now. The place still messy. So, but I already had a plan. Already, I was like, okay, this is how I can increase viewership, money, everything, ad revenue. I'm already thinking about the books I can write. I'm already thinking about everything I can do and how I can do it. It's very important. Very, very important. But it all starts in the mind, everyone. Everything starts from the mindset. Anyway, that's all I have for today. I'll get back with y'all later. Peace and many blessings. Is that usually what I say? I don't know. Think on this, y'all. Talk to y'all later. Peace and blessings.